Oh yes, welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News. Today we are looking at a $67,000 Bitcoin. We seem to be moving around, friends, and of course everybody is just checking out the stock market. Is everything going to keep capitulating lower because it's had such a nuclear sky high run, and we know we're ultimately linked to it. So the topic of focus has generally been, we've got nowhere else to look, so what the hell is the rest of the world doing? So this is pretty much what happens when markets slow down. Everyone just looks to the left and right and they go, oh, is there a reason for me to sell? You actually find that's pretty much what it is. Any tiny jitter or any type of excuse, people will use it to relinquish their bags. But of course, we're also going to look at Ethereum. Ethereum has been bleeding again, which is kind of nuts when you think about it. But look, at the end of the day, it's still in line with the rest of the cycles. Remember, we've been going through this literally on the daily, friends. On the daily, Ethereum has a red monthly candle, just like Bitcoin. We're at 3340, but, once again, all comes down to that ETH BTC ratio. It's around 0.049. Everyone's like, where the hell are the bids here for Ethereum? But you know what's happened, okay? We've seen what happened. You've seen Soylana land has basically captured these degens are coming, the degen stuff that normally comes in the beginning of the year. Now, is it going to continue? We don't know. And many people on Soylana land believe it's going to keep flipping everything else. But look, man, I got some bad news to tell you. Like Soylana, friends, like 77 transactions have basically been failing. Nothing in Soylana has been working for, like, I've been using it and stuff. I mean, they're just to play around to see what's going on. And it's kind of crazy because, yes, I'm not kidding. A lot of people don't believe this number, but it's actually true. And I have a chart here to show you. Look at this graph. Look at all the red, 75%. Okay, literally 75% of Soylana transactions fail because everyone's just spamming. Because just to let you know, friends, I know there's a lot of people coming in. We'll play some nice, gentle pump music for them just so they're aware. In crypto, the geniuses over at Ethereum and everybody has discovered blockchains fill up no matter what. So if you make them really cheap to use, people spam and they just keep spamming. They find stuff to spam on. It's just a network sitting out there, okay? So people find stuff to do. It's almost like, hey, if the government gave you land, there's like, hey, this park is for storing any stuff that you want. I guarantee you everyone's just going to start throwing stuff they don't need, okay? And then if government released more land, they go, okay, we need to release more land so people can basically keep, storing stuff. And everyone will just throw their junk on that land as well. And that just keeps filling up as long as they just keep releasing the land. So that's pretty much what we're seeing with blockchains, okay? So blockchains keep getting filled. The problem, though, is what type of economic system do you have for people to get the blocks through? Because that's a transaction, right? You're asking for permission. You're like, hey, here's the money. Please put my block in and process this basically Excel data sheet. Okay, so that's pretty much how it's all working. Now, Solana's is obviously very, very cheap, but they made it very cheap on purpose. They have some sort of tech, but what's actually been happening, friends, is, look, this is kind of crazy. I tell you, Ethereum's going to win. Ethereum people wrote about Solana's bad decisions from their white paper, like in 2018. They wrote about it in 2019. They knew, they go, well, okay, you guys are just having our original idea, which was, hey, well, if we make the thing super cheap, what happens? They went and explored it. They did all these studies, friends. They're really, really, really smart over there. Everybody in Ethereum is really smart, like really, really, really smart. Okay, not the best speculators, but they're very, very, trust me, they're very, very intelligent. All right, and when it comes to that, they basically, they told Solana everything that was going to happen. Here's the thing, Solana got popular anyway. But what they said about the chain was right. See what I mean? So this is the thing, right? So they made things super cheap, but yeah, the blocks keep filling up. Things get cluggy. They get slow, sluggish, and that's pretty much what's been happening. Now, how are they going to fix it? Well, this is funny part, funny, sad, but Ethereum people they were basically pooped on for saying, okay, look, Solana, you're going to break your chain 10,000 times and you're going to have to just copy our system anyway, which is what Solana have proposed. That's what they have to do. So what's their system, friends? It's a free economic market. It's like, okay, well, how much are you going to bid? How much are you going to pay just for the block? Solana doesn't have that. You can't bid and toggle your stuff. Okay, maybe you can, I don't know if there's some weird setting you can do here and there, but for the most part, it's like a standard slap through fee, right? So that's pretty much what happens, right? As soon as you make these cheap stuff, everyone just comes and spams it up. So that's why Ethereum's always going to fill up. Ethereum is digital New York real estate, really, when you think about it. Okay, it's not just like imaginary Bitcoin. Oh, we're all holding. No, people are actually using to pay, right? They're actually using it there, and they're paying a very high premium price for it. So that's why even though we see the Bitcoin dominance chart here, Bitcoin is still up here. I still reckon at the end of the day, looking at, remember the Bitcoin dominance chart is the inverse of ETH BTC. This was Ethereum, or just like, you know, Ethereum's ratio going down. Obviously, I'm still mega bullish on it. There's just no way. How is this thing going to work? Like, is everything they said to come true? The problem though is, remember friends, speculating and investing is different to like how you know the word's going to play out. Because guess what? Everything they said that would happen with Solana, your chain's going to break down, and it does literally every 2 months. Every time it gets full, bad things happen, all these things. But people still want to use it. There is an insatiable demand for degens, friends. You see, you know, Soylana has like 1 million daily users. Everybody just jeeting and rugging and scamming. And this is the type of stuff that appears on your screen when you attack yourself on most Solana. Here's the thing. This is actually an Ethereum, an Ethereum coin, friends. This is pretty much it. But see, here's the thing. In Ethereum land, it's more expensive to keep running the rugs. It's more expensive for trades to go through. It's more expensive for you to deploy the liquidity. Friends, I think it costs something stupid like $400 or $600 just to deploy liquidity on Uniswap, because it's got to do all these multiple transactions. It's ridiculous, right? So that's why, on average, when you do this, yeah, there are plenty of rugs on Ethereum, but they're not to the level of Solana. Solana is like super cheap to deploy stuff. Oh, well, it just cost me $6. I'll just make a rug every single day. And friends, like there was a New York earthquake, and there were like already 8 earthquake coins immediately launched. You see what happens? So we're just trading attention. So, okay, if we're trading attention, that means we're trading news items. Okay, that's pretty much it. All right. It's kind of funny. I wonder if like the future of this world is some degenerate land where it's like people make a news article and then you can like gamble on the news article. That's pretty much what you're doing. It's what we're doing right now. We're literally just gambling on people's attention. Someone famous comes out. Friends, I guarantee you right now, if Elon Musk goes on any TV interview and he just says, apples, I like apples. Apples are my favorite fruit. Apples. He just says apples. I guarantee by literally 15 minutes later, there's going to be like 30 coins named apples. Someone will make an apples NFT and stuff here and there. So this is pretty much the game that you're living in. Remember, it's Metcalfe's law. Everything's digital. So the market only rewards attention. Because if you have an amazing product, it doesn't really matter because someone else can steal your product. So for example, PancakeSwap stole Curve's formula for their stable coins to make this, for this Curve, the formula, right? So they've stolen. But here's the thing. Now we've seen on the PulseChain testnet that whoever deployed PulseX, so one of Richard Hart's obviously devs, they're now forking PancakeSwap. So remember, so Curve makes it. Curve did the innovation. So actually, here's the thing. Okay, Uniswap do the innovation first. Uniswap do. Curve modify the formula. Then you have Pancake stealing Curves, and then PulseX is now stealing Pancakes. Okay, that's what forks are. Okay, that's pretty much what it is. But that's what it is. Okay, so here's the thing. You know, Uniswap might be like, hey, we deserve the market cap of what's in PulseX, but it is what it is. Right? Uniswap will have to add pretty much for you to move around. Uniswap pretty much has to do like 5 to 10 times more features to get the PulseChain people over. And that's pretty much it. You need the power of the 10x law. I'm sure you've heard of it. Now, so what's actually the biggest news of today, friends, is the DAI stablecoin from PulseChain. So pDAI continues to power on and is now almost at 1 penny. You know, I want to dedicate the end of these for these, but you know, if we go through the rest of the stuff, for example, I'm just going to quickly pump through these. Grayscale, okay, so Grayscam have delisted Cardano and they have now put in Solana into the index. So a lot of people think this is bullish. Dude, Grayscale is the biggest curse dumper, just not, there's something you don't want to see, okay? It's pretty much cursed, okay? It's literally, it's a Jim Cramer index, pretty much. Jim Cramer index, okay? So yes, they've removed Cardano and then they put in Solana into the index. I'm sure it's funny. Why do they have that? Because there's so much demand for it. Why? Because Solana's gone up. Solana's $180, you know what I mean? Everyone's like, wow, we want it. But look when they want it. They don't want it at $15. They don't want it at $25. They want it at $175. That's when they want it. So is this a sign that, you know, Bitcoin and Solana are going to stall out and other things take over? Probably. But everyone's too scared to even conceptualize it because they don't know where the puck is going, okay? So when it comes to these, friends, the PulseChain ecosystem as well. So just related to pDAI, right? PulseChain ecosystem is still bleeding hard. Now, I've made a lot of videos on it. I'll cover more later on because it's cheap prices. That's what you always want to watch them. Like, who cares about the other stuff going on? Like, there's still plenty of opportunity of things out there, okay? So, look, do you remember when things were moving heaps in other coins, the time to accumulate all these other stuff like pDAI, ATROPA, Teddy Bear. I made lottery ticket videos, so many of them around in December, January. That was the lows of them, okay? So it's taken enough time to rinse out. But just keep this in the back of your mind, right? So DickWifButt is now still around here, okay? What, a 79, 80% drop. It's part of the Tangang universe, but it's probably true. Remember, Tangang and pDAI, Tangang and DickWifButt probably had their time to shine. The pendulum swung with them, and now we're probably seeing a rotation into pDAI and ATROPA ecosystem. Now, I just want to tell you right now, I obviously have no financial advice or anything. I don't choose between them. I have them all. I don't care about them. What I've done is I've just kind of like just drawn a line to show you, oh, okay, this is this part of the group and this is this part of the group. But really, it's all on the PulseChain umbrella ecosystem. They'll all benefit if PulseChain speed goes up. But this is something interesting. Just so you know, just to show you how powerful they are. DickWifButt and Tangang stuff were doing really well as PulseChain moves. Okay, they're doing really well. And then even as PulseChain slows down, ATROPA and pDAI are starting to move. Okay, this is showing you they're powerful, right? PulseChain moves up or down. One of them is moving. That's why I like both. Okay, they're almost like it's really nice to have. And obviously, as we traverse the bull market, hopefully you see more power and strength. There's plenty of other altcoins, friends. Plenty. Okay, this is Landwolf. Okay, Landwolf on Ethereum. Now, trust me, there's a lot of you in the Telegram baby dolls. There are people you just have Brett and Andy on Coinbase, all these other ones. That's fine. It's completely fine. I'm telling you now, man. A lot of you're all completely aware now of just how absolutely random most of this stuff is. Like some big influencer outside is going to go talk about one of the random coins, and then a whale from there is going to rotate and start a narrative. Like, it is so random, man. There's just so many coins. Pretty much this monkeys throwing darts at the board, and you're just hoping that something lands, okay? I'm here to play for the Ribbeting, though. Okay, the Ribbeting. Now, $1 billion Landwolf would be fascinating if we could actually get that, but you probably need Pepe the Spear to continue. You probably need the Donald Trump, remember, we're not a political show, but Donald Trump resurgence towards, popularity in America from the presidential election. Remember, you don't even need him. You don't need him to win. You just need it to be a close battle and to get towards November. So that's pretty much what it comes down to it. Okay, so Landwolf, I'm just pricing it off Pepe. And Brett hit like 600 million market cap. He hit almost 20% of Pepe size. This should show you this Pepe family stuff is much more powerful than we think. Everyone wants to get in. Everyone loves Pepe and the Pepe family, the boys club. So that's kind of crazy. Oh, look at the picture up here. You have Landwolf in between. There's more images and art. Now, if you're new to memes, you're like, oh, I like this meme. I like this meme. Yeah, they got to make you laugh. They got to have a good community. It's really important that you just look. You don't know this, but if you just stick together, something good will happen. If you just stick together, that's it. That's why when a dev rugs, it's like it's really bad. It's like, whoa, man. Like the fact that it even crossed your mind to do that, it's really, really nasty. So that's pretty much it. And you're wondering, what are you playing for? Well, you're playing for ETH BTC to be like from 0.05. Hopefully it hits like 0.10, so 10% of Bitcoin size. Maybe, hopefully, right? Maybe Bitcoin's 160K, maybe ETH is 16K. I hope that happens. That will be big for Ethereum's price, big for Ethereum ETF, and everything else. Remember, Landwolf is on Ethereum, and all the other altcoins as well, friends. Remember, PulseChain is leveraged on ETH as well. So buying all these meme coins, I know they seem like separate entities. They're not. They're actually all linked. I also want to quickly throw this in, friends. GOFURS did an update from Mr. Dipcatcher. Now, GOFURS have had like a price slide and stuff, but it's pretty much, it is what it is, okay? Everybody is like you need money bridging in, new money coming in. As you're saying, Ethereum is bleeding because people, this is what happens, man, towards the end of it. People just completely capitulate. They're like, oh, it's not moving now, therefore it's done. Now, look, I hope you see why I tell you, okay, no matter, look, when things go bad, friends, I am a realist, okay? I say, okay, things are shit, things are bad, things are terrible, but I'm still holding. Okay, and a lot of people get confused by this terminology. They go, how could you say things are bad? We'll do that. Yes, because once you start to admit yourself to the truth, your expectations change. Because I know the number one reason why people keep selling their bags and getting destroyed in this game, I'm trying to help people, okay? The number one reason they get destroyed is they hang around people who say, this is good, this is good, this is good. And when it goes bad, okay, behind closed doors, okay, they go around, they drink soy milk, they hunch their backs, and they sit on non-squeaky chairs, and they go, you know what? That person I was listening to, They said this thing was great. They said it was just going to keep going up, and it's not. Therefore, the market's not doing what they expected it to do. Therefore, their whole thesis is wrong. I'm out. And that's what you're seeing people do. Okay, so I never say that. I go, well, you know what? This could take a long time. There could be more poopiness. There could be more people capitulating and relinquishing their bags. And yes, this might be a late cycle mover. There are other things with better product market fit. People are very not used to this type of terminology because I hold stuff where other things have better product market fit. For example, I don't have all these AI coins that have gone up 40x, and I don't care. I've got holding chaining, for example. Again, and when people very get confused by that, and I'm like, yeah, when you get confused by that, dude, you need to buy low, you know. You need to literally buy low, sell high. I'm not going to go buy the high of something else, okay? Now, when it comes to GOFURS, friends, GOFURS on that slide, they have a short-term, medium-term, and long-term goal. Short-term NFT launchpad, medium-term simple options protocol, long-term digital asset investment banking protocol. I love just seeing all these. That's it. There's a roadmap and stuff here and there. They did launch on multiple chains, like this DGen Layer 3 chain. For instance, Layer 3 chains is this like side story narrative gimmick. No one really cares. Just another place to DGen. There's like no innovation for it. The PulseChain's already, the layer 2 chains are already cheap. Like if Arbitrum was costing $30 for a transaction because it's so full now, because Ethereum's $1,000 per swap, and then Arbitrum's $30. Okay, we're on layer 3s right now, but we're not. You know, it's so far in the future. It's not even. It's like it's people just desperately trying to make money off, and these VCs trying to launch these chains just so they can grift somewhere. Trust me, it's all going to come down to that. Now, I'm going to quickly show you a DogWifHat meeting, friends. This is DogWifHat, and these, when you see this, I'm just saying it's a top signal. This is a top signal, friends. You see that? Look how this guy is high on something. He is absolutely, he gone. He's having the time of his life. Friends, it's literally Euphoria. You're literally watching Euphoria right now. You know what I mean? You don't even have to know what's in his wallet. You can smell it on him. You can see. Look at that sweat. Just look at that. Friends, look at this sweat. You don't get sweaty forehead like this accidentally. You understand? This is some serious gear. This guy is absolutely cranking. Now you know his portfolio's got DogWifHat. You know he's got CatWifHat. You know already he's in Ansem's private groups. You already know he's probably got Ansem's frog and Ansem's mum. He's trading the ratios between them. Hell, he might even have a bit of Jews did 911, one of the racist coins coming out there. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's absolutely peaking. It's probably one of those stories we see where, like, yeah, I throw in like $4,000 into it. It was all my savings, and now I've got like 820,000. It's just freaking peaking because, friends, this is the type of stuff you're going to see at the tops. Well, I'm going to be seeing that and be like, it's time to get out. It's time to get out. See, you can obviously say, oh yeah, if I had these Soylana meme coins, I'd get out. Yeah, but eventually it's going to be your turn. You're not going to want to get out, okay? Because the narrative still exists. DogWifHat has to flip Doge and SHIB, right? We're still like so far away from, we're just barely getting started, okay? So yeah, I know it's obviously half joke, but half true. Look, just liquidate your Soylana Jeet coins, man. I just liquidate it. But seeing something like that completely spooks me, right? And yes, if you're new to investing, welcome. This is the game. Unfortunately, it is a game, and it's a pendulum that swings. And when everybody's euphoric, dancing on stage, like fried off something, I don't know what he's on, you know, absolutely living the time of his life, friends. That's literally it. That's literally euphoria. Like you're so in there. Wow, this is the type of stuff. DogWifHat, the NFT crowd. This is it. You see what I mean? At least the signals are so clear. But like you're like, hey, why don't you happen to my bags? It'll happen just later. Now, I'm going to quickly show you ATROPA ecosystem, friends. This is the crux of everything here. ATROPA ecosystem has been cranking. Now, Teddy Bear is still 2.3x. Remember, it's a bear pulse ratio. This is ATROPA. It's heading towards the highs. And this is the big daddy is pDAI. Okay, so DAI Stablecoin from PulseChain. Please remember, do not type in pDAI into PulseChain. There's a fake one out there. You've actually got to type in DAI Stablecoin. As you can see right here, so this is DAI on the right-hand side. Okay, so this is DAI Stablecoin. So, friend, this is, look, just, man, I've been in markets for a long time, okay? You don't get this accidentally, all right? This is not, look, forget this $1 target, okay? Just forget it in your mind. By the way, it's not 161x anymore. It is only 125x away. Wow, that's crazy. So, look, just to tell you, friends, you remember what happened here. So, what happened was, okay, what happened was, if we go back here, down this part. Okay, you see this part here? So this thing started rallying. Okay, we started seeing it rally. Okay, it went up all the way here. So people were up. Look at this. It was up 70x, 100x. PulseChain during this time, it was through a very dark time. pDAI. Okay, it was very, very dark. Actually, nothing to do with pDAI. It was all to do with PulseChain rugs, corrupt SEC. So many bad things are happening. Everything was just ravaged. Okay, and then there was all these grifters. Everyone was trying to make money. Things were rugging and stuff here and there. So then pDAI appears, and 3 different people who actually read the blockchain and know tech and all this stuff, 3 different people are telling me, hey man, you got to help a lot of people because there's an inflation bug, and there's stable coin. We know it's unbacked. There's an inflation bug, and you got to really be careful. There's a group of insiders. Clearly, they've like started this narrative because they bought low. They're just probably just trying to pump and dump on everyone. Okay, so that stuff. These people who like these 3 different tech people didn't even know each other. Didn't know they were all speaking to me at the same time. They're sending me this information, and on the other hand, I'm seeing people saying this thing's going to $1. This thing's going to $1. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. And people saying, oh, you got to look at these transaction stuff in there. You don't, friends. This is happening, but you don't have like 40 hours to go check. Like, what are they actually talking about? How do you even use this chain here? So this happened concurrently. So then what I basically say is, I go, look, man, things are really, really risky. It looks like a scam. I go, but. Okay, it looks like a scam. It just looks like a scam. Pretty much confirmed to be a scam. There's an inflation bug here and there. Now, these things get patched here and there. Now, here's the thing. It does this sell-off. Okay, it does this sell-off, and it has this sell-off here and there. And there are still soy boys in the comment that they basically paper-handed out. Okay, but you know, friends, this is pretty much the game. Okay, what do you want? What do you want to do? Take every single trade that the same people told you to get in? Like, you know, you'd be down if you do that. Okay, but here's the thing. As that happened, I said, look, if this thing is legit, I'm going to wait for its cycle to play out, and we'll get back on the rounded bottom. That's exactly what happened. Okay, so, and then we'll get in harder. So it drops 91%, by the way. Okay, it drops 91%. And this is what I told everybody. I said, look, this is what I did with Hex. Okay, so everybody's in a euphoric run. Okay, and it ended up going again from the top of when I got it, went up like another 6x. So once it's dropped down, all right, once the cycle's done again on these lows here, and I'll show you, because this is, friends, this is an actual method, right? Once it comes down here, remember, everybody's euphoric up here. Everyone's saying, make videos, make videos, make videos. It's not a scam. Okay, it comes back down. When it comes back down here, everybody goes silent. It's down 90%. And then I realized, hey, it's been enough time. You guys aren't even talking about it anymore. Do you even really believe in it? And I said, well, okay, whatever I was going to put in before, I'm going to 10x that. Okay, so that's my lottery tick videos. I go, look, this thing's risky, but it's rounding off, and it's flipped on the super trend now on the upside. So if you want to participate, this is what I'm doing, right? And I mentioned, look, you have whatever you're going to put in before. Now that's actually we've got more conviction on it, but it's on a price dip. Okay, this is why it's a rare opportunity. So it went higher than I thought. But then when it came back down, I go, wait a minute, because it went higher than I thought, it means that I shouldn't just have like one lottery ticket here. So I just went like harder, you know, and I got ATROPA and Teddy Bear as well. And that was pretty much it. Okay, I made videos on it. Stuff like that. You know what's actually fascinating, friend? This is the most fascinating thing at all. All the pDAI people who were yelling at me here and wanting me to talk about it, none of them cared when I made it down here. Not a single person. Okay, no one. Okay, maybe there's a few of yous. Bless your hearts, but no one. I was expecting, when I made my videos and stuff, I was expecting the pDAI community to come out and go, wow. There was a bit of that, but it was dead. But it's pretty much it, right? Because prices were down. That's it. Prices were down, you know. It was on the weekly chart. Look at these red candles coming down. Look at the monthly. This was it. Had 3 red monthly candles. Okay. So as you can see, it played out again. That's right. It's exactly the same thing. At the tops, everyone wants you to talk about it and do everything. And then when it got to the cheap prices, because what you're here to do, try to buy low, try to get value. When it came to that, pretty much no one wants to speak about it again. So you got to live that with me day and day. Now, I already know there's many of you. I don't know, you're all, by the way, all of you trying to message public Telegram and stuff. A lot of you basically saying, well, I didn't buy enough of it. Okay, yeah, well, there you go, man. I'm telling you, I don't know what the next thing's going to move. I've just showed you this. Okay, there's Landwolf and there's DickWifButt. There's all these other ones, HOA. Those are the things bleeding now. There's maybe GOFURS gets really cheap for you as well. Like, maybe that's your chance to accumulate these. So for this, like, what do you do now? We're already in. We're already in. Thank you very much. How much are we up? Like 19x. But to here, like if this comes through, look, look, I already know, friends, there are other people who've like talked about pDAI $1 down here. Okay, so they're gonna probably call them. Yes, they're gonna make 178,000 to X. They're probably gonna talk about it. I don't care about this trophy stuff here and there. That doesn't matter anything. All I know is this came out. This opportunity came out. It rounded off. And from where we're getting, if it hits to $1, man, that'll be crazy. That'll be 3,250X. That'll be nuts if it actually happens, by the way. So congratulations, pDAI is moving. So you don't get this chart accidentally, man. This is actually really important. And I want you to know it's doing this move whilst Hex is capitulating. P-Hex still bleeding out. PulseChain, PulseX still bleeding out. While there's uncertainty with Richard Hart and stuff, it's doing that move. So yes, look, I'm not telling you to touch anything, man. I don't know what to do here. But look, I'll give you a tool just now, but it's up to you, man. There's no guarantees. I don't like doing this. Obviously, the odds are better if you're doing it or you're trading on the weekly. Because look, friends, if you put a weekly super trend here, look what happens. If you put a weekly super trend, remember you have to go down. You have to go down to like I basically went down to a daily because it's a meme coin, right? Look what happened here. It goes up, comes back down, it pulls in and does it, and then here's the second time it flips up. So basically, you just get in here, you know, look, if worst case, all right, you're still up to 12x right now, but it's just flipped red. It's just flipped green here, but you can't do anything now. If you're on the monthly, weekly, look at this. It's gonna take too long. It's gonna take too long to come back and let you in. Pretty much. So you basically just missed it. You missed it for the cycle part here. If you go down in the time frames though, you might have an opportunity. So you never know. Maybe this goes up. Maybe this goes up and this comes out and then it comes back down. It flips red. That's probably your opportunity to come in. But then you got to momentum trade it. You got to get out here and then maybe it comes back down and goes sideways again. So you can put it down on a daily. And like what people also do is, friends, they'll even go down. Okay, let me put it down to a 4-hour. When it flips red on the 4-hour, it's cheap. But look at this. This flipped red, but it kept going down. This flipped red, went down a bit. So you're not going to get it perfect. You see, it gets more messy when you go out in the lower time frames. But I think it's just fantastic, at least to see these things pumping. It's almost at 1 penny. It's literally almost at 1 penny. Like, man, the dream will be like, you know, I made the trade. I made the lottery tickets, made all the posts. I said, look, don't worry about pDAI to $1 narrative because where we're getting in, even 10 cents, you've killed it. You've literally killed it. Okay, so just to show you from where that is, that's why, friends, like I'm telling you, it's, there could be other, you never know, maybe DickWifButt, HOA, Teddy Bear, all these other stuff that maybe haven't moved as much, maybe they end up moving, okay? So from their bottom down zones here, from here, when I was saying, hey, if this thing just goes to 10 cents one day, okay, that is a 320x. Just to 10 cents. You don't even need it to be, it even goes to 3 cents. That's 100x. Just to 3 cents. That's 100x from the entry. Look, but this is the first mover. That's why I'm telling you, what are the other altcoins going to do when PulseChain's 5x above day one sack? You know, pDAI is so strong, it's doing it without it there. Maybe it needs it to go all the way there to actually go up. So it's already moving up already. But that's what we might be looking at. We might be looking at maybe Pulse has to be like 5x above day one sack for this to get to like 5 cents maybe, or 10 cents, you know, up to 10 cents here. Maybe this. And this might be Pulse has to do like maybe 30x above day one sack for it to finally be able to do this. And what happens up there, I don't know. We'll just enjoy the magic, whatever. We'll see what happens, friends. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.